Well, hello, Echocasters. Yes, it is I, EchoCraft, with a new hairdo. Dyed my hair. I don't know why. I just felt like it. I do weird stuff like that sometimes. As you can see, I have up on the screen, it says Behringer Bros. Behringer Bros. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say something about Behringer that really kind of upsets me very much, actually. And that is the fact that Behringer, yeah, they have lack of support. And I know a lot of people are probably saying, well, I told you, Jay, that's what happens. They have lack of support. Well, they do have lack of support. They lack getting in touch with their own customers and helping them out. And why I'm saying this, and I'm a Behringer guy. I love Behringer very much. But why I'm saying this is because I don't understand why they won't. Well, basically what happened for me was my DeepMind 12 screen went very dim, and I tried to fix it, and I couldn't, and I tried to send for the display, and nobody could find it, and then I finally found it through somebody in the UK, and then they told me the person that supplies the screens told me they can't ship to the US, and I said, well, why not? And they said, well, we can't do that. Sorry. And I said, well, that's kind of crappy. So I was just like, that's not cool, because I really wanted to, fix it myself. And that's the thing. I fix all my stuff myself. Very rare that I'll send something out. So they wouldn't send it out to, hey, Synth Mode. They wouldn't let me, they wouldn't send it out to me because they're in the UK. And I said, I'll pay anything you want for shipping. And they said, yeah, we can't do that. And I said, well, why not? And blah, blah, blah. So they said, well, if you know somebody in the UK, we can send it to them and they can send it to you. And I thought to myself, well, that's kind of stupid. So, I don't know, man. It just gets very aggravating when you see stuff like that. And I don't understand what the big deal was. And I won't, say the company's name, because, I don't want to piss anybody off. And it just aggravates me. You know what I mean? And I really wanted to fix this, and it's not bad. And I've said this to Synth Samurai. It's not bad. It's okay. I can still see it. I know Hans Volt has a DeepMind 12 and he's having the same issue. And I have a feeling this is an issue that's ongoing from what I see on Reddit and stuff like that. But yeah, I just don't understand. I actually talked to Behringer. And they told me that they would send me, they wouldn't send me the part because I'm not an authorized dealer. And I said, well, I'm an electronics, engineer. I'm able to fix products on my own. I'm a technician. I know how to do this stuff. Out of warranty, they said, well, send it to us and we'll fix it. But it's going to cost you. I said, okay, you got to pay for shipping. And they said, no. If I was to send this back to wherever, Germany, China, wherever they want me to send it, I might as well buy a new one, because it would cost me unbelievable amount of money to ship this. So I'm a little pissed off, a little aggravated, I don't understand, what the deal is, why that would happen, I just don't get it. And it really aggravates me. I'm aggravated. Yeah. So I decided to go to live and rant and bitch about why I can't get a screen for my DeepMind 12. And I'm sure a lot of people are probably saying, I mean, synth mode's probably going, why did I tune in on this guy? You know, you're the only one in the chat right now, dude. To hear a rant. But it's just aggravating. And I know I'm a Behringer guy. Like I said, I own lots of Behringer stuff. I had a problem with my edge and I fixed it myself. Behringer is complicated from small shops precisely when you need something repaired. Smarty 1970. Yeah, man. So here's the thing. I literally am very aggravated because I can't get. So here's the other thing. This thing's only going to cost me, from what I understand from this company in the UK, it's only going to cost me like $50. Probably $83 around there. Euros or whatever it is, pounds. I understand because the margins are so small. I know that, but send me the part. I'll pay for it. If it cost me $200 in shipping, I know that's a lot of money, but I told him that. I said, send me the part and I will pay for the shipping and I'll be able to put it in myself. But no, that wasn't good enough. So they said, well, if you know somebody in the UK, like I said, we'll send it to them and they can send it to you and you could pay for shipping that way. And yeah, that's all well and good and said and done, but that's still not going to help me. I just think it's ridiculous. I don't know why they won't ship to the US. I don't know what the problem is. And I told them I would pay for it. I just want to get it fixed. So anyway, I've been trying to get Synth Samurai to buy a DeepMind 12, and he said after this fiasco, he was like, nope, abort mission. And I was just like, okay. It's still a great synthesizer. I love it. It sounds amazing. I've been looking for one that's, not functioning or there's some broken keys on it. Maybe I could buy it cheap and use it for parts. Take it apart and take the screen out of the old one, broken one, and put it in the new one. But, mine or whatever, it's just crazy. There's only 2 shops left in Switzerland that deal with, what does it say? Deal with, and you have to be CUTOMER to be able to make a Well, I haven't even, it's a good idea, man. Maybe I should call CUTOMER. Maybe I can ask them. What's up, Seth? Yeah, that makes no sense why they wouldn't send me the part directly. I don't get it. I even put in the Discord out there, the Kumite Discord. If anybody, lives in the UK, I'll buy the part. I'll send you the money. You can ship it to me. So I just want to get it fixed. Hans Volt, he said the same thing. He's got some guys. He's got the feelers out. He's got some guys. He's going to try to get somebody to get the part for him as well. I even have the model number. How I got the model number was through Jamie from GeoSynths. I got the model number from him because apparently he had replaced the screen himself. No, I agree, man. Seth says you just shouldn't have to go through all that, and that's true. I shouldn't. It's just stupid. I like I said, I talked to Behringer direct, and they were like, "Well, yeah, we don't deal with unless you're an authorized dealer, we can't send you the part." And I'm like, "But I own half your catalog." I'm not kidding. I have more Behringer stuff in here. You know what I mean? And like I said, Smarty 1970 says, you want to know the Waldorf quantum screen problem? Yeah, what's going on with the Waldorf, man? Is that an issue? Um, I can imagine Waldorf must be tough to deal with too. I don't know. I just think that, Behringer stuff is so inexpensive. I get that. When I bought my DeepMind 12, this was 7 years ago. That thing was $9.99, and I got it. I thought it was priced wrong at Guitar Center. I saw it. And oh, the bubble, there's a bubble in the screen. Oh, that sucks. Wow. That would drive me crazy. And I saw on the DeepMind 12 at Guitar Center, it said, $6.99. And I was like, change the sign to Behringer Woes. I should do that. And so I asked the salesperson, who obviously was a friend of mine. I said, "Is this for real? Is this the real deal? Is it, it's $6.99?" He's like, "Yeah, that's the price, man." I go, "Okay, I'll take it." I got one brand new in a box. And the reason why my screen died, Riffs That Rule, what's up, man? How you doing? Maybe you can have them all send it to Guitar Center to you. I actually talked to Guitar Center too, and they said they'd send it out. It's like, the thing that is with me is I fix everything myself, and like, I don't have a problem taking stuff apart. It's like, and the other thing is, Jamie from Geosynths on Reddit even gave you the directions on how to take it apart. So there's a whole printout with pictures and everything, which I thought was really nice and very cool. But yeah, so I mean, I picked it up brand new in a box for $6.99. That was 7 years ago. But anyway, like I started to say, and I told Samurai this, I left it on. I went to NAMM. I left my synth on, and I forgot it was on, and it was blazing on for, God, I was there for a week. I came back, and I thought, it was in like a screensaver mode kind of thing, I thought. I don't know. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh. So I turned it up all the way, and it still was very dim, and I said, great. So now the backlighting or the side lighting on it, it's probably a tube lighting that goes around it, like most LCDs. Is dimming. And it looks fine. I can still see it. Like I said, I did turn it down. I can still see it, but I turned it down so I didn't burn it out further. And I use the software basically to change patches, and I also use it to create patches, but it's just aggravating, and this is just one of those rant videos. I've got nothing to show anybody. I am waiting for the Synth Seeker. What's up, man? I am waiting for the Ambient Zero to come. I saw Samurai's video and immediately was like, wow. And I bought it right on the spot. Waldorf solution. Try using a suction cup. What? And a hair dryer, it might work. Dude, come on. That's what they told you? Wow. That's crazy. No, I believe you, man. That's crazy. Smarty1970 says that Waldorf told him to use a suction cup and then a hair dryer. It might work. That's nuts. That's not tech support. Hey, go get a suction cup and get your hair dryer out and Jesus, man. Yeah, I just don't get it. And these, Waldorf stuff is not cheap. Their stuff is expensive. So I mean, and not for nothing, but even if I paid $6.99, $9.99 US dollars for this synthesizer, that's still expensive. It's the plastic screen that touches the real screen. Yeah, but still, that's crazy, man. They should fix the problem and send you the brand new screen, or do a recall on it, have you send it back to them, and they fix it themselves. That's one thing, I have to say, they sent you a PDF with photos, so that's nice of them. One thing I have to say is, when I had problems with my Moog stuff, I sent it to Moog, and they immediately, emailed me back. I got phone calls from them telling me what's going on, how they were fixing it, what happened. That's technical support. Sweetwater, I didn't buy it from Sweetwater, but I called my guy at Sweetwater, and he said, unfortunately, because you didn't buy it from us, we can't offer you any service on it. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean? That still kind of sucks because they're a Behringer dealer. But not a warranty. The Waldorf or the DeepMind 12. The DeepMind 12 is not under warranty. It hasn't been under warranty. I never take out extended warranties unless they're really expensive synthesizers. And I did that with my Moog Sub-Fatty. I took out a 4-year warranty. It cost me like $200, and it came in handy. I had it fixed twice. After the second time, I put it on reverb and I sold it because I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Oh, the Waldorf. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it sucks when shit's not under, when shit's out of warranty, man. You know what I mean? I wish everybody had a warranty like Apple. Like, I have an iPhone here and I pay $9.99 a month to keep my iPhone under warranty. So if I crack the screen, whatever happens to it, Apple will fix it. For a fee, because it's like an insurance. There's always a deductible. But I mean, if I crack the screen on this thing, this is a 13 Pro Max, I get the screen fixed for $29 instead of $279. And that's a good deal. More companies should do that. I think it would be a smart thing to do for the company. And, Behringer is cheap. They have cheap products. DeepMind is fine for now. Fingers crossed. Yeah, man. And it's only happened to a few of them. Unfortunately, mine and Hans Volt's are, it happened to us. I've heard other people that have no problems. Yours is 7 years old, same as mine. Yeah, and it's happened to other people. But I've had other people say that they have even the desktop version, no problems at all with it. And the screen still looks good. I will say the screen on the DeepMind 12 was always kind of janky looking, like I guess they wanted that retro kind of look. That screen would have been real nice if it was, what do you call it? I always forget the name of the stupid screens. The high-end screens that they put on everything now. Anybody in the chat know what I'm talking about? Because I just had a brain fart. But yeah, I just think it would be nice if there was a nicer screen on there. I was even trying to consider maybe I could find a screen that's the same size, that's a different type of screen. But, what are you going to do? It's very, very hard to find because it's made in China, the screen, and it's very difficult to find it. OLED, yes, thank you, Seth. Yeah, I wish it was an OLED screen. That would be a killer screen, and the way the graphics are and everything would be really cool. The ASM Hydra and the Osmos and the Rev 2, they all have OLEDs, and they all look amazing, and they last longer, But yeah, man, it's just kind of a sucky thing, and I'm ranting and raving, and I can't help it because I was on the Discord with Hans last night for quite a while, just going back and forth talking about stuff, and that was one of the things that was really kind of a bummer, is that we both have this issue, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You can't. I can't. If I could get somebody to do it, I could email. I could buy it, have them send it to you or everybody in the UK. I would gladly pay for shipping and stuff just to get it done. I know that James Dyson had reached out to me through Synth Samurai. He said he knew somebody at Behringer and he was going to try to do something for me. But I haven't heard back from him. I know he's busy. Do you have similar issues with some of your high dollar synths? No, I don't. I don't have any issues at all. You know, the Osmos, my Rev 2, I took my Rev 2 apart and put in an eight voice card to give it 16 voices. Made sure I checked everything. You know, I always wear like a static band and stuff like that whenever I work on any electronics, because I don't want to fry anything out. But yeah, man, I never had an issue. You know, I mean, and for the most part, when you open these things up too, it's a joke. You got to see what's inside some of this stuff. It's like, you know, you have the board on the top. You know, when you open up the Behringer DeepMind 12, there's a board on the top, and then there's this little tiny circuit board off to the side, and that's the one that has all the analog stuff in it. And there's really nothing to it, you know. And you know, there's like, I think 4 screws holding the screen down, and then you got to take the ribbon cable and pop it off. It's real simple to do. You know, stuff like that. If you're not, you know, if you're afraid of doing things like that, I get it. Like, you know, I've screwed things up before and paid for it and had to send it out and then paid double for it to, you know, to get it fixed properly. But you learn, you know, I learned that way. So now I'm real gentle the way I do things. Smarty 1970, high eventide screens last 20 years. I know that it's true. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of companies that the screens last forever, you know? What was it like? I think it was Marshall Arnold had a screen that finally started dying on him because he bought it secondhand. I don't know which synth it was. It was a Roland synth, and he sent out and got another one and from a third party company and popped it in. I mean, this stuff isn't hard, you know. It isn't hard to fix, you know. And that's why I always do stuff on my own. You know, I've always taken computers apart and had no problem. Only synth problems, this Synth Seeker says, the only synth problems I've had has been with the first week of getting it, when it is easy to have them fixed by the maker. So far, everything long-term has just been things like dead batteries. Yeah, I hear you. DeepMind 12 is 4,000 components, one of the most complex, apparently. I mean, but when you open it up, like I said, there's really nothing to it. I mean, I've seen mini Moogs opened up, and let me tell you, the wiring and everything in those, I would not mess with a mini Moog. But yeah, it kills me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Behringer UBX opened up. Hey, what's up, Harmonic Sonics? You know, I've seen that opened up, and I couldn't believe that either. And that's very, you know, I saw that opened up, and next to an OBX, they had them opened up just to show you how similar they were in design, and they were pretty close to exact. So I mean, you know, there is a lot to the DeepMind 12. I love the synthesizer. If that thing died on me completely, I'd buy another one. It's just me. I really like that synth a lot. I think it sounds amazing, you know. But yeah, OBX8 is a lunchbox inside. Yeah, it's true. It's really, there's nothing to it, you know. And the UBX is the same. It's the same build. It looks exactly the same inside. You know, I'm sure, you know, the boards and stuff might be a little cheaper or whatever. Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows nowadays the way things are built and made? Why, you know, people say, oh, Behringer makes stuff, it's really cheap, the knobs are cheap and stuff. I have to tell you, like, I have 2 edges now, and the knobs on the edges are solid. The knobs on the Wasps and on the Cat are solid. The MS1 I have is kind of, it's kind of janky. You can add sneakers and sandwiches, drinks. Okay. Got myself a Mini Freak, loving it so far. Oh, Harmonic Sonics, that's great, man. Yeah, Mini Freak's awesome. Solid little build on that guy, But like I said, the MS1, it feels kind of cheesy. The sliders feel kind of cheesy. But I got to be honest with you. I've played the original SH 101. I had a friend of mine that had one back in the day. It was all plastic, That was kind of cheesy feeling. It's plastic, I'm going to actually do a video using the MS1 because I haven't done anything with that in a while, and that's got some cool sounds, man. It's a cool sounding synthesizer, and I might be doing that later on today. I might come back and do a live demo of that synth. But yeah, man, if you know anybody that knows anything about LCD screens or know anybody that has fixed the Behringer DeepMind 12 screen, let me know, because like I said, Hans and I, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to find out. And, I just want to get it done, man. I want to get it fixed. I had the blue SH 101. Ooh, that was a nice one. It is the cheapest Roland synth. Yeah. My buddy had the gray one. And it was cheap. It was plastic. That's why when people complain like, oh, the MS1's cheap and it's cheaply made, it's like, it feels the same. I mean, that's the thing that kills it, is like Behringer not only got the synth down to sound like it, but they also made it feel like it. So the faders and everything feel cheesy, but it's a cool little synthesizer. And I picked that up brand new in Sweetwater for $199, and that blew my mind. Now, I know the Mark II is coming out or is out now. I don't know. They said they got something going on with, I believe, on that. It's the... Hey, Banana Rider 69, what's up, man? If my Behringer Boys shirt fades in a few years, can I send it back for a tune-up? No. Sorry, man. You're going to have to contact Fourth Wall for that one. What's up, Jumpstar? Happy to help if you need me to forward the package to the US Echo. Oh, dude, seriously? That would be golden. I know Hans Volt wants one too. Yeah, I'll message you. Are you still in the Discord? You're in Discord, right? If you are, I'll message you. That would be something else, dude, if we could do that. Oh, you're the man. That would be so helpful because I want to get this back to running speed. That would be awesome, Yeah, let's chit chat in the Discord, and we'll get that happening. Because the company is in the UK, and supposedly they're a reputable company. Everybody goes to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll figure it out, and we could definitely do it up. Yeah, cool. Oh man, that made my day. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Thank you. Yeah, so, I just think that, I'm a Behringer bro still. Samurai, he's definitely the leader of the Behringer bros and the synth renegades. We captured the flag of the synth mafia. Yeah, I remember looking it up a while ago. Yeah, dude, like I like I said, I don't want to mention the name of the company. But I know that the company is a legit company, and from what I understand, a lot of people buy stuff from them. Big hitters. I know that Nick Bat has mentioned them as well. But I didn't want to mention the company because of what they said, and they were very nice, of course, but I just thought it was kind of silly that they're making me go through all of this. But anyway, like I said, we are definitely, the synth renegades, man, and I dig it. I know Samurai's meeting with his brother this whole week and weekend. He hasn't seen his brother since 2016, so he's been kind of out of the picture for a while. He's hanging out with his bro, and I think that's really cool, But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to come on, do a quick video and rant and rage and rave about the Behringer DeepMind 12 screen. And Jumpstar, you're the man. I appreciate it. And I'll pop in the Discord. I'll try to figure it out first, and then I'll hit you up in Discord. I also have to call them because it was a year ago that I talked to them, and they told me to do that. So I want to make sure that they still have the screens. But I'm pretty sure they do, or they can get them. But let me do that, and then I'm gonna get back to you, dude. I really appreciate it. But so hey, what do you guys think of the new haircut? I dyed my hair. I cut it off in the back. My wife wasn't happy. This is the way I used to look when I used to play in the band Sub 7 and the Undead. We were a vampire band. And if you guys want to check out that stuff, it's coming up on Halloween, and that was our big time of the year. So Sub 7, the number 7, and the Undead. Yes, sir, we are like family. Absolutely, man. But yeah, screen DeepMind on here, whatnot. Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you, Harmonic Sonics. Rutger Hauer look. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I always liked him. And even when he was in Blade Runner and he was kind of like the renegade android, I still liked him. Max Headroom. How's that? Does that look like Max Headroom? But yeah, no, I appreciate that. I know Samurai's going to give me shit. He's going to be like, what'd you dye your hair for, dude? I used to do it all the time, and I did it this morning, and I was just like, I cut my hair myself, and I said, screw it, I'm just going to dye it, bleach it. But yeah, but anyway, guys, I appreciate you all. Again, Behringer Bros, man, Synth Renegades, we're good family. It's really cool. I appreciate everybody, and Jumpstar, I appreciate that we're going to get this happening. This is really cool. Love the Behringer Bros logo. Yeah, so Harmonic Sonic, I have that up on my, let me get this happening here. Hold on. I'll show you. I made this shirt, and I'm selling them. I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but let's see. I'll show you. I have this shirt up on my, there it is. There's the Behringer Bros right there. It's embroidered. It's an embroidered shirt. And see, that's embroidered right there, which is pretty cool. It's not a full blast shirt. It's just Behringer Bros, top left corner above your heart. And people have been buying them, which I think is really cool. And I'm just like, I'm probably going to get in trouble. Banana Rider 69. You bought one of those, or did you buy the one that Samurai made? Well, it would be great if Uli actually wore one. That'd be awesome. Samurai and I were actually we were gonna send this one to him, one of these to him, and we were gonna send one to the dude that does all of the Behringer demos, because I know he actually wore one of Samurai's shirts one time on the one of the demo shows that he did. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going, and I appreciate it. And Jumpstar will be back in touch with you in a few, and Like I always say, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, I always say stay frosty, stay creative. Peace.